Welcome. This is your weekly live where we tackle your biggest health and weight loss challenges live in a hypnosis session, and I'll tell you how that works in a second. We are live here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. If you are watching this on replay, there will be timestamps in the bottom of the video in the description on YouTube. We are live on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you want to watch on replay, best to jump on our channel on YouTube and find us. Now, you would just search Awaecnan, Awaecnan, on YouTube. We're the only one there. You'll find us easy enough. As you come into the live, just let me know that you're there and that you can hear me. Okay, wave at me. Let me know where it is that you are tuning in from. I can see that it's working on Facebook, but I can't, YouTube. I just want to do a quick check and make sure that it's working properly on Facebook because I'm not sure it is actually, which is a bit of a poop. So if you let me know in the chat where it is that you're tuning in from and that you are there. I can see that you're watching, but I can't actually see where you're watching from. So that will give me a good indication if it's working. And while you're doing that, if you are new here, hi, my name's Jodi. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and weight loss specialist. And this is Awaecnan. We create resources to make weight loss fun and easy. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, consider subscribing or even following us on Facebook and joining our private group. In our private group, we hold monthly challenges. We just finished a green smoothie challenge, which was quite amazing. Everybody had a really good time doing that challenge, and it was just so fun to go through that every day over the 5 days. The one we're doing next, coming up in a couple of weeks, is going to be on gut health. So when we think about our weight, we want to lose weight, we always go to the food first, right? We always go, right, what diet am I going to have? What exercise plan I'm going to do? But really, the first things we need to do is make sure that we're healthy, because if we don't improve our health, we've got issues with our gut, or we're just not healthy. It's going to be a real struggle to lose weight. So that's really some place that I would look first. And I think we tend to go to diet and exercise because we're told that. And then if you're exhausted, there's no way you're going to be able to keep up with that. And so what happens is you'll end up blaming yourself. You'll say, oh, well, I don't have enough motivation, or I don't have the willpower, when really you just really need a boost of your energy. So as you come in, let me know in the chat box where it is that you're tuning in from so that I can see that you're there. Okay. We've got Louise watching on YouTube, Eleanor on Facebook. Oh, fantastic. It's working on both. Excellent. Now, whereabouts are you ladies from? I would love to hear what country are you from or what town. Let me know where it is that you're tuning in from. I don't think it's actually working on Facebook, which is a problem. So we've only got YouTube at the moment. Okay. Well, no, Eleanor, you said that you can see it on Facebook. So okay, it's working there. All right. What do you, Louise is from Sydney. Welcome, Louise. If you, what would you like to change? What is it that's on your mind? What's something that you're struggling with? And we can tackle it in the hypnosis session now. It could be around your health. It could be around weight loss. If there's a bit of a theme and everyone's struggling with the same thing, we can cover that theme and just go more into it, lean into that theme. But let me know in the comments what it is that you want to change. What's the thing that you want to change today? Let me know that in the comments, and we can do a session on it now. That would be really good. Also, while you're having a think there about what it is that you would like to change, if you are listening on replay, you can always leave in the comments what it is that you want to change, because I do look at those comments, and I know that there's been a few people that want intermittent fasting or extended fasting, and I think that's a very specific session, and I am making that for you, and that is coming. So just bear with me because I've got a list to get through of what everybody wants. But, if there's something that's not, that is a very specific niche area that somebody wants. And I don't think everybody's into that. So this is probably more of a general thing like snacking and overeating, or maybe it's sticking to something, or finding some motivation, or getting started, or maybe there's some self-doubt or self-sabotage or something like that that's going on with you that you would like to change. Maybe you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed out, and just really need a nice deep relaxation, like day spa for them. Think day spa for the mind, right? Maybe that's something that you need, because when we're stressed out, obviously we all know that the fight and flight kicks in and we get cortisol. Yes, I keep thinking of the product Cortisol that I like to take. Cortisol kicks in, and we can get that belly fat from that. So stress and self-care is a really big part of a health and weight loss journey, and start loving and caring for ourselves. So maybe it's around something like that. But just let me know in the chat, Eleanor, Louise. It looks like you've got me to yourself tonight. I don't know where all the girls are from the Facebook group, but normally they're on here and they are suggesting away. I've had a bit of problem that going. It usually goes live in their private group as well, but looks like it's not working in there today. Okay, so we've got de-stress. What about you, Louise? Is there something in particular that you would like to do in this session today? And also, while you're there having a think, give this video a thumbs up. Even if you are listening from home, give this video a thumbs up for me. Oh, Eleanor, you tried to sign into Facebook. Is that watching the video on Facebook? It wasn't working? Is that what you mean? Okay. All right, so it looks like it's not working on Facebook. So sorry about that, but that's okay. Yeah, I can see that it's erroring there. It must be my streaming software, so sorry about that. So hopefully we'll just do YouTube. Okay, we'll just do the YouTube. I'll just quickly, while you're having a think, just have a think. What do you want to change? What's something you would like included in it? Just pop in the chat any kind of words that pop up in your mind that you're thinking of that you would like included, and I can just go around that a bit more. And I'll just tell the group to come to YouTube. All right. Hey, Sarah, you made it. All right. What do we want to change? Let me know in the comments. What do you want to change? Please add no carbs in diet. Yeah. So you want to reduce, you want to think more, be more mindful about what it is that you're eating. Would that be something fair to say, Sarah? Something that, everyone, what I do is I take your suggestion and then I make sure that it can be relevant to everybody else, but actually makes sense to you in the hypnosis. So if you want to say no carbs in your diet, part of my suggestion may be there's, particular food that you would like to exclude in your diet. So that in your mind takes that on as, oh yes, that's the no carbs that I suggested. But for somebody else, they may have another food that they want to exclude out of their diet. And it might be junk or chocolate or muffins or something like that. Or Sarah, if you aren't already, but you would like to be, come and join our private Facebook group. We are doing a gut health challenge this month. It's really going to help you with the bloating and the effects, those instant effects that we get when we eat something. So I think you might get a lot out of that. So I could do clean eating. How does that sound for everybody? Is everyone into that? I can definitely do de-stress, Eleanor. I can add that in. That can be really nice part of the start of the session. And I could do a clean eating. That'd be really nice. And that would go nice with, like, you can listen to this one for, I suggest when you're listening to hypnosis, listen to the session for at least 7 days. Now, I say that as a minimum. Some people get confused when they say, oh, is that all it's going to take? Well, sometimes it only takes one session to change. Sometimes it takes a little bit more. So I would suggest listening to a session for at least 7 days to start getting that reprogramming in there, start getting that training in to your mind. So listen to it every night. Most people listen when they go to bed because they're not going to be disturbed, and it doesn't take any time out of your day. You just pop it on, listen to it when you go off to sleep, get a good night's sleep, and listen to it at least 7 days before moving on to something else. So the follow on to this one might be, there's a green smoothie live we did last Wednesday, or there is a eating, love eating vegetables, which really encourages your mind and find that part of you that loves eating clean, fresh, healthy food. So that would be a good follow on after this one. Or maybe you can alternate the two. Listen to one day, listen to one the next day if you want to mix it up a little bit, but do that for a little bit longer then to give your mind a chance to take it all on. Like, we got to give ourselves time to take on these changes and make changes. So clean eating, okay, so we've got 2 votes for clean eating. We've got 3 votes for clean eating. Oh, that sounds good. Let's do that. All right. Get comfortable, and as usual, I've forgotten to get the music ready. As usual, I will put the microphone over. So clean eating it is, with de-stress at the start. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be such a nice session. And I will get the music going. Always nice to have I use binaural beats, so it's like you're getting sound therapy as we're doing. Well, it's not like it, you're getting sound therapy as well as the hypnosis, so it's a double whammy, and I love to do that. And I think we might go with cosmic dreaming. I'm feeling like a cosmic dreaming kind of night. Now, also, when you're listening to hypnosis, listen to them all the way to the end, because there's different stages that we hypnotherapists have to do to make sure that you're getting everything that's going to help your mind change and be okay with the change. So listening halfway through is just not going to do anything. So definitely listen all the way through for at least 7 days, and make sure you hold on to the end, because there's after hypnosis self-care that I talk about that will be specific for this session once it comes to me during the session. So I'll know what that is at the end. And, it's very important. There's things to do after you do hypnosis to get the best out of it. All righty. So let's get those captions off. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put your chats up on the screen this time. A little bit out of sorts with this technology. All right. We've got rid of the little chat. Okay, get yourself comfortable. Make sure that you don't have any tight clothing. If you can, listen wearing a headset with the left ear in the left ear, right ear in the right ear. And if you need a couple of seconds just to quickly grab one, I'll give you that. I'll just give myself a glass of water. Been talking to customers all day, so I'm a little bit dry. Pop that one over there. When you're ready, just type in the comment box ready for me, just so I know that you've gotten yourself comfortable. Now, hypnosis is meant to be listened to while you are relaxing with your eyes closed, not while you're doing the dishes, not while you're doing housework, definitely not while you're driving, operating machinery. So I've got one ready. Just let me know that you're ready. Pop in the chat, ready. Another one ready. Okay. Oh, you girls are lovely tonight. I should say women, ladies, or anyone identifies as a woman. Okay. Close your eyes and just lay back and let's get ready to de-stress and let go of the world for now as we take this beautiful time for yourself. If you haven't already, just close those eyes. And we always start with the breath. Take a nice deep breath in and hold that breath just for a few seconds. And then release the breath nice and slow. And just continue with another nice deep breath. Hold it for a couple of seconds. And release the breath slowly. And you can just go ahead and do another nice 3 deep breaths. Holding it for a couple of seconds. And then releasing it slowly. And we always start with the breath, because the breath is just so gentle, peaceful, and is a very beautiful place to focus. And if any time that you need to relax, de-stress, or unwind, you can practice with the breath. All you need to do is just close those eyes and focus on feeling the breath in those lungs. And now you can direct your attention to how the breath feels inside that body. And I wonder if your shoulders move slightly as you breathe, or those ribs. Or maybe the chest. Maybe you may feel that breath in the muscles in the back. And if you haven't already, just allow that breath to go back to normal. And you may start to notice the body slowing down. And you may notice that feeling of peace in between the words. Maybe in the sounds of the music. And you may notice sounds outside the room you're in or around you. And it's nice to know that that's life going on around you as you take this moment just for yourself, your me time. Feeling peaceful, feeling calm now. And I wonder if you can notice the beating of your heart. I wonder if you can feel that gently pulsing inside that chest. And maybe you may feel that pulsing energy around your body. Some feel it in their neck, some in their face. Some even feel it in those legs or those feet. But take a moment to tune into your body right now. And as you tune into your body, you may notice that there's some stiffness or soreness somewhere. You know where. You can go ahead and imagine or get a sense or a feeling that breath, that beautiful calming breath, is spreading down to that stiffness, that soreness. And just breathing it away. As you breathe in, it draws up that stiffness, that soreness into the breath. And as you breathe out, it releases it out of the body, along with any tension, any thoughts of the day. Breathing in, gathering it all up out of the body. And as you breathe out, nice and slow, nice and gentle, releasing that all out of the mind and body. That's right. You're doing so well. And you may notice that you are slipping down into a beautiful, comfortable place now. And maybe there's somewhere around your body, maybe in those arms or those legs or that body, that feels more relaxed than the rest of you. And I wonder if you can go to that spot right now. Imagine hunkering down into that spot that's more relaxed. If you can imagine or get a sense or a feeling of what that would be like, just to curl up in your most deep, relaxing space. Like being on a big, comfortable cushion, sinking deep into the center of its softness. And as you sink further and deeper down into that softness, I want you to imagine or get a sense or a feeling that you have a door on the top of your head. And in a moment, we're going to imagine opening this door. And when we do, all the stress will float out of that door, out of that body, right out that door of the top of the head and out into time and space. Along with it, any stress, any tension, any negative thoughts, any worries, any concerns. So let's go ahead and do that now. Imagine or get a sense or a feeling that you're opening a door to the top of your head. Open that door now. And imagine or get a sense or a feeling of all that stress just pouring out of that door and away into time and space. Let it pour out of you. The door is wide open now. All the tension, any remaining stiffness or soreness, any thoughts, any worries, any concerns. And for the duration of this hypnosis, we'll leave that door open. And anything that needs to leave the body and the mind can leave through that door. As we turn our attention back to that body, as we imagine releasing any stress out of each and every inch of that body. Let's start at the toes. And let's imagine or get a sense or a feeling that you're rolling a comfortable rolling pin, a nice soft rolling pin, up from those toes like you're rolling out pastry, except you're rolling out any stress down to every system, cell and organ as we go ahead and we use our special rolling pin. You may sense it, you may imagine it, or you may feel something like a rolling pin, rolling out any stress, like rolling out pastry, like having 1,000 tiny little hands massaging you along the way, rolling out the stress in those feet now, right up to the ankles, right up to the legs, up over the knees, up over the thighs, rolling out any stress. We're going to roll it all the way up to the top, out of that window, in around the hips, the pelvis, around the back, up over the torso. And we're going to scooch over to the left arm, roll that right up the top, and then the right, squeezing out any stress up over the chest. And we'll take a moment to imagine all those thousands of tiny little hands massaging that neck and those shoulders and in around all the back muscles. And that rolling pin rolling out any tension, any stress, rolling it all up over the face, around the head, like little massaging hands all around the head. And imagine all those little massaging hands getting into all the muscles and tendons all over your body all at once, giving it that last surge of de-stress. As you roll that last remaining lot of stress up over your head and out that window out the top of your head. And let's bring that rolling pin right down to the bottom of your toes again. And let's go all the way up the body, up those arms, that neck. Imagine all those tiny little fingers massaging you along the way, getting into every tendon, every muscle, all the tissue, massaging it. And we're going to roll the body one more time, but this time those arms and those legs are going to go so loose, limp, and slack. They will be so relaxed. Some feel a lightness, some feel a heaviness. Whatever it is that you're feeling, some feel a tingle. As you go ahead and roll that rolling pin up that body, right up to the top again, take your time. And imagining those arms and legs just drooping and flopping with no tension, just like cooked spaghetti. You can go ahead and confidently allow those arms to fall or flop where they need to, those feet to flop where they need to, maybe even your head. As you let go of that tension, you allow that head to just droop and drop. In around that jaw, you can confidently allow the lips to part and all the tension in that jaw, release it out to the top of the head. And that jaw can just hang loosely as any remaining stress, stiffness, or soreness releases out of the top of the head through that door. And now while that door is open, we're going to let the universe fill us up with peace. Let that feeling of peace, tranquility, like sitting at the side of a beautiful brook, listening to the water trickle over rocks with beautiful green ferns on a beautiful sunny day. The kind of peace that you get by sitting in nature and listening to the trickling water and the birds singing in the sky. That kind of peace is flooding into you now, given to you by the universe. That's right. And now we're going to allow the universe to give us the feeling of calm. Allow the universe to give us that feeling of calm to flooding in that door and into the mind and body. It's that beautiful feeling of calm. Just as you're about to drift off into a deep sleep. You know, that little space between you being awake and your mind drifting off in that blurry little space, feeling so calm, so peaceful. That's right. And let that feeling of calm flood down and wash over you like a gentle washing wave, washing over the body. With that beautiful feeling of calm. And now I want you to imagine yourself relaxing down even further, where you go down deeper now. And I wonder if you can tell your mind now, just in your mind, tell your mind, let go. I want you to imagine holding on to something, anything, a bar, some clothing, a wall, a chair, and then just imagining or get a sense or a feeling that all of that disappears into nothingness, and you imagine your hands opening as you let yourself drift down, as you let go. Imagine opening those hands, or get a sense or a feeling of you opening those hands and allowing yourself to drift down, 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 drifting down, down where there is no time, where there is just peaceful space, as you imagine or get a sense, or maybe you'll just feel the sensation of floating in empty, peaceful space. Light as a feather, weightlessness, peaceful, calm, leaving the world behind. And now we can begin to drift down, down further, down into your unconscious. Imagine drifting into your unconscious now and connecting with your unconscious just like an umbilical cord, as it connects to you and your unconscious. And this umbilical cord is a super wire between your unconscious mind and your being. As you drift down further into your unconscious, drifting down, feeling that feeling of knowing and comfort as you connect to your inner self, your inner being, your true, pure essence. And that feeling you get as you connect to your pureness. You can feel that love inside. And as we connect deeply with that unconscious, I want you to imagine or get a sense or a feeling that in your unconscious there is a dial. And in a moment, we're going to approach that dial. This is a very special dial. You can turn it up or you can turn it down. When you turn it up, it's more, it's fuller. When you turn it down, it's less, it's smaller. And on this dial, there is 3 settings. The lower setting is healthy eating. The medium setting is clean eating. The high setting is super clean, vibrant, fresh, superfood, loving eating. The highest level of healthy eating that you could possibly think of. And we're going to start the dial at healthy eating on the lowest setting. So go ahead and get a sense or a feeling. You might like to imagine this dial, or it's a dial that you've seen before. But imagine or get a sense or a feeling that you are standing in front of this dial and your hand is on the dial. It looks like a great big button and you want to press it. And in a moment, we're going to press it and you will start and you will dial up how healthy you want to eat. Now remember, you're in your unconscious. So whatever you wish is your desire. Right now, the dial is on healthy eating. You can turn the dial right up to full, which is superfoods, super healthy, warrior type, healthy eating person. Or you can go medium, super clean eating person. So go ahead, press that button and turn the dial to wherever it is that you want your healthy eating to be. Are you going to turn it up full to the superfoods warrior? Are you going to keep it on healthy? Are you going to go to super clean eating? Or maybe somewhere in between? Either of those. But go ahead and turn up that dial. Turn it up to where you want to go. It's your unconscious. It's your wish. That's right. And now you have that dial set. And now it's set in your unconscious. And we can allow the unconscious mind now to go ahead and do whatever it needs to do to make sure that dial stays set in that position. And change whatever it needs to change right now for this person to become that healthy, clean eating person now. And as you're there, connected to your unconscious, take a moment to collect any information, any tools, any resources that you have inside of you right now for you to live the way you want to live. Imagine collecting them all up in your arms right now. Get a sense of holding onto all those tools close to your body. You may imagine feeling, holding resources and all the tools that you need. And as you drift away and allow the unconscious to fade back into the background, as it goes ahead and does everything it needs to do, you can bring those tools and resources back with you. and allow them to just be part of you now. And I wonder now that you've turned that dial, I wonder what your days would be like, knowing that you've turned up the dial. I wonder whether you would be prepping food, chopping up fresh vegetables, having smoothies, fresh, vibrant water, juices, feeling lighter, feeling fresh and clean. I wonder what you would look like in a month after turning up the dial today. I wonder if those clothes would start to be loose by then. I'm sure they will. And I imagine people will start to notice your skin and how it glows. And surely your energy will be 3 times, 4 times, 10 times what it is now. And I imagine that you would be smiling a lot. I wonder what it'd be like in a year's time. Wow. You're going to feel so healthy, so fit, so light. I wonder how many sizes you would have dropped by then. I imagine that your energy levels are just where you need them, so you can give all the love that you want to those who mean a lot to you. And I can imagine that you'd feel so proud knowing that you're going to be around for a lot longer. And I imagine that you're getting so much more out of life now. Look at you go. All by just taking the time for yourself on this day to turn up that dial. And I wonder what you changed along the way over that 12 months, over that year. I wonder what you changed over 6 months. I wonder what would be different tomorrow or next week. And as you sink into that wonderful feeling of accomplishment, decision making, self-care, self-love, I want to let you know that tonight, when you go to bed at a time that is right and natural for you, any dreams that you'll have will be of a learning nature and positive. And when you wake in the morning, you'll awaken knowing something's changed, and you'll be surprised that this clean eating warrior is so alive in you. You're so excited for whatever it is that you're going to do for the rest of the day, knowing that today and every day is the first day of the rest of your life. And every day, in every way, it gets better and better. Every day, in every way, it gets better and better. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I say 5, your eyes will be wide open wide awake, fully aware, back in the room, feeling like a clean eating warrior. That part of you is alive now. 1, the feeling comes back up through the feet, rises up into the body as you're becoming more aware of the room, yourself, and the surroundings. And 2, feeling all that energy turn to all the systems, cells, and organs as you're starting to feel the vitality return to the body now. And 3, feeling the energy bringing you right up to the surface as you may feel a tingle from head to toe as the refreshed, renewed, clean eating you is alive and vibrant inside of you. And 4, bringing the clean eating warrior right up to the surface now as you're becoming more and more alert, aware, awake, and alive and vibrant. And 5, eyes wide open, wide awake, fully aware, back in the room. How does it feel to be a clean eating warrior? Now I want you to just take a moment to come back to me because I want to go through some after hypnosis self-care. And I'd love to hear how you feel. Just leave me a message in the comments and let me know. And as you come back, if you haven't already, click like on this session. And while you're reorientating yourself, I want to give you some aftercare tips now. It's very important to drink water. I know I say this after every session, but it is very important to drink water. We want to flush that out of our body. And you want to make the most of this session right now. If you remember any of it, if you think about your inner warrior, if you think about clean food right now, it does help reinforce the session that we just did. And that button, that dial that I instilled in that session is like an anchor for you. So you can imagine that dial and you can imagine turning up that dial. So just keep reinforces it. Do listen to this session every night for at least 7 days. And imagine turning up that dial. When you get to a certain level of your healthy eating, you can go back and you can turn up that dial. Just come back and listen to the session and it'll reconnect it. Be gentle with yourself now. Sometimes people feel a little bit groggy after hypnosis. That's normal. If you've got to get up and work, just go for a short walk. If it's raining outside, just go for a walk around the house or walk around wherever you are. Do a few stretches just to get that vitality back into your body. If it is evening time, snuggle into bed, make the most of that. Be gentle with yourself. Listen to gentle music. Have nice smelling candles. And if you're going to watch the TV, maybe something that's really light that you can watch. Now, I just want to go over to the chat and have a look at how you are all feeling. Let me overlay that chat for a second. Hopefully that brings it all up. How we're feeling. I think it's Taramara or Tamara. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, so I apologize if I'm not. Thank you for sharing this with us, and I look forward to hearing more. Feel very relaxed and a super warrior. Yay! And Sarah said, feeling relaxed, much appreciated for de-stressing suggestion. It was much needed. Thank you. You're welcome. Eleanor, thanks, Jodi. Clean eating is perfect for my healthy eating plan. Beautiful. So we do have we have a couple of eating habit type hypnosis on YouTube. We've got a clean eating, not a clean eating one, but a healthy eating session on YouTube. And we've got the eating vegetable one that's coming out, and we've got a whole stack of healthy eating habit sessions that are to be released this year, amongst other things. And again, we're here every Wednesday. If you like this session and you're into health and wellness and you want to lose some weight, but do it in a fun and healthy way, come and join our private Facebook group. Just search us on Facebook, Awaecnan Weight Loss Support Group. We've got a challenge coming up, like I mentioned before. It's on gut health, this one. And then in March, we're going to do a 30-day drop a size challenge, but we're going to do it by increasing your health. By the end of the 30 days, I think that you're going to be bouncing out of your skin. Your skin's going to be glowing. And I can tell you now, everyone's going to notice that you've done something. So you won't be able to keep it a secret. Now, the chat isn't coming up, so I apologize for that. Now, if there's any questions, let me know. You can always send me a DM or a PM, private message, direct message, whatever you want to call it, on Facebook. You can come find me there if you've got any questions or you've experienced anything through this session, whether you're watching on replay or whether you've watched it live, that's fine. Now, what it would be great if you grab this, the drop a dress size session will be in our Awaecnan members support. I'll pop that link in the chat box right now. Just come and join the private group. It's going to be so easy for you to do it. Yeah, so come and join us. It'll be lots of fun. And lost my train of thought what I was going to say to you. If you've got any questions, just come and pop over and see me. Otherwise, I will see you next Wednesday or in the private group. If there's no questions, bye for now. Oh, before I go, sorry, that's what I was going to say. God, do me a favor and make sure that you've liked this session. That will mean a lot to me, to get your like if you like the session, whether you're watching on replay or whether you are watching it live, and hit share. I'm sure there is someone that you care about that could do with a nice deep re-stress. And sometimes people don't reach out and ask. So what I find is when I share something on my Facebook page, a friend will then go and watch that and it helps them. And then sometimes they'll send me a little message and say, thank you for sharing that because it really made me feel good. So, Tamara, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Yes, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time right now. If you subscribe to us, tomorrow I will put up a new, it puts up a little thing on Facebook, on YouTube. It puts up a image, and on that image you can get reminder. If you subscribe to us, sometimes it does tell you and sometimes it doesn't. I'm sorry, that's YouTube. You're better off putting the bell on because then it will email you as well. Or you can join our private group. There's reminders get posted in there that will help you remind you as well. Or our Facebook group. If you didn't want to join the private group, you can join the Facebook group. There will be reminders there. Also on our email list, all these different places, we do different things. So in our private group is when we deliver a lot of the challenges. And on our Facebook page, we deliver daily tips, like those kind of short bite-sized tips that you can make quick little changes. And in our email, that's where we share things that we kind of don't share elsewhere. And on our blog, we go into a lot of detail. So, for example, there's one on there for intermittent fasting. It's got everything you need to know about intermittent fasting. We're just about to put one on there, everything you need to know about increasing your energy, what takes your energy away, what what you need to drink to get more energy, what you need to eat to get more energy, because without energy and health, it's hard to find that motivation to keep going, isn't it? Like, because we're too tired. So you live in Portugal and you're born in Australia. Amazing. Oh, welcome. It's so nice. Was there any other questions? Portugal would be beautiful. I would love to go there. Is it beautiful weather like all the time? It's a little bit slow, this, from when I ask a question to when it replies, so I apologize for that. If nobody else has any other questions, and thanks for asking those questions as well, because I'm sure other people will probably think about it that may be watching it on replay. Okay, I just want to put up the little messages of how people have felt. I didn't realize I could do this. This is very clever. More or less. All right, well, I'll let you go and have a really beautiful week. It's raining today. Oh, it sounds like Melbourne. Have a really beautiful week, and I will see you next Wednesday or in the private group. Bye for now.